Good morning. We are at Lake Tahoe and we're going to depart from Truckee, Tahoe, and here we go, Truckee, Tahoe. We'll see what the altitude of that is. I need to do some catching up, but it's 5,000 feet plus elevation, and the lake, which I was guessing was in the 4,000, that was a bad guess. It's 6,232 is the elevation of Lake Tahoe. So we're going to take off here, right close to Tahoe City, Truckee, Tahoe. Is Northstar, and you can see the ski runs. I hope you can see them here. And my son, when he went to Chico, which is a little bit north of here, over in the Sacramento Valley, which is north of Grass Valley, so it might be up here about where it says world map. In relation to what we're looking at here is Chico, California. And he became a civil engineer, but he loves snowboarding, and he was the chef or the cook at the top of the mountain, kind of a warming shack. I never went up there. I did ski at Northstar, but I never went up there. And the other thing down here low is a golf course, and my first girlfriend and her husband lived there at Northstar, on the Northstar golf course, if that's what they call it. So we'll take off here, fly over toward Kings Beach, and there's a few other things we will see as we go along. And we will not be in a big Cessna, Skyvan or Caravan or whatever that is in front of us. I don't know where. Look at how flat that is there. There's water out to the left.
Tower Daughter 527 Bravo Charlie ready at runway 11 departure to the east.
Daughter 527 Bravo Charlie wind calm departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff run.
So we can click that off. We don't need to put anything on hold. We just need to just get the sun so we can see visually. I'm about the pictures. So the sun coming up, put the sun behind us, and we're here again at Tahoe Airport. We can go quickly outside, and that will say, okay, we're almost at 6,000 feet here. Take off into the sun, because we're immediately going to swing around and head to the west, so the sun will be behind us. You can see our course up here on the left, and we got the brakes locked. Let's just go in here and just set up what we want on here before we get started, so we're not doing that in the air. Move that over a notch, and we'll go to about 8,000 feet. Is where we're going to start when we turn on the autopilot. We'll have that at about 8,000. We'll make it, we're VFR, so we'll be at 8,500 feet, and we're going to use nav, and we don't need to turn on the vertical speed, but we'll probably still be climbing. So we'll put our vertical speed and climb at about 1,000 feet a minute once we click that on. So the autopilot will not be engaged. We'll turn the brakes off, and we'll go back outside so we can watch our departure. And we will not accelerate quite as fast because we're at 6,000 feet. And these machines like thicker air for acceleration. Look back this way, a little back pressure. There's that leaving the ground. We want to make a right turn. Get the flaps up. And say goodbye. The city of Truckee and Highway 80 are right over in that area. So we'll go out in front here and climb.
Tower 7, Bravo Charlie, continue for east departure.
So we will be departing.
Tower 7, Bravo Charlie, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Okay.
Tower Daughter 527 Bravo Charlie, frequency change.
And we can look over here, and probably my girlfriend, where she lived with her husband, was right on this fairway right there. There's a par 4, one of those two houses, or one of those houses right in there. Okay, now we'll get right behind here, and we'll fly over the lodge at Northstar. This was a subdivision. Look, they got condos here. These are probably condos right in there. And this is the main area. My son worked up here on top. I guess that got him some free. Yeah, the lodge looks pretty good. Might have been handcrafted. Those look pretty good down there. So those are all the ski runs there. And then we'll look over here at Kings Beach is over this way, Cornelian Bay. This is Dollar Point, and looking down to the far end of Lake Tahoe, this is probably Heavenly Valley right down there. It's probably where Highway 50 goes over to Reno, and we won't look back. Mount Rose is back that way. Great ski resort right there. And we'll come back around here, go right over there. There's probably the lodge where my son worked up here at the top of the mountain. Then we'll look back here, Tahoe City, right there. And then we'll notice a little valley going over this way, a little road following the Truckee River goes right along this road. I forget the number of the road, but that is Squaw Valley, right dead ahead. So we'll fly over Squaw Valley. And the Olympics were there in the 60s, maybe 1960 or 1964 Olympics were at Squaw Valley. They have a tram which goes up this way from the village, goes up to one of these peaks up here. And they have a skating rink at the top. Look, we're already at 12,000 feet. Okay, so we'll look one more time at Squaw Valley. We could probably find the facilities at the top. They have a skating rink up there, but we'll just kind of fly along this ridge until we intersect our direct flight from Truckee, where we took off over there. That's Donner Lake. Back to Reno is back over there. Highway 80 comes up. Reno is going to be right over there. Highway 80 comes up right here. Also, the Southern Pacific, Union Pacific, I don't know. I know Southern Pacific was involved. Railroad goes right through along the same route along through here. So we can go ahead and level off and get up some speed so we get down to so we'll have our altitude set at 10,000. Well, 10,000. Let's go to 10,500. 10,500 and vertical speed. We'll go down at about, let's see here, go down at about, yeah, that's good, 1,700 feet a minute. Turn on the autopilot. And we got our nav going here. We're going to intersect our course. We're almost on course. Okay, let's look around again. There's Donner Lake, and the Donner Party which you may or may not have heard of, but they were settlers that were coming out from back east for the gold rush or whatever. And there's an early storm that they got trapped in here. If they'd left all their belongings, their wagons, and just unhooked their horses and walked out or rode their horses out, but they would have had to leave all their possessions behind, and but they would have saved their lives. But they didn't think that way. So we'll follow Highway 80 and our course down to Grass Valley. No, they don't grow grass, the kind of grass you're thinking about. It's always been Grass Valley, and it's next to Nevada City. Nevada City is where the county of Nevada County is. There is a Nevada County in California. Would make sense because we're not that far from Nevada, whatever you like. Okay, let's see what we need to do. We can turn off our inertial separator. I came back on the power just a little bit because we're losing altitude. We'll look back at Lake Tahoe. There's Lake Tahoe, and probably Squaw Valley's right along in there, right along that ridge. Probably right about there is where you get up to Squaw Valley. Well, there goes Tahoe, and we're almost down to 10,500 when we look like we're going to clear the terrain. We'll go for 8,500. I kind of think we can go for 8,500. We're coming down at a rate that is not going to cause us to. Let's go for 8,500, and we probably quickly can go for 6,500. Look around here, you can see how the terrain, what river flows out of here. I have no clue. About the rivers there. I know that as we go south, down there in Grass Valley, you've got Highway 49. Highway 49, interesting, it's 49 because of the 49ers were the people who came for the gold rush. And close to Grass Valley, a little bit to the, frankly, I can't remember whether it's north or south. I think it might be a little bit south of Grass Valley is Colma. And that's where Sutter's Mill was, right along Highway 49. And Sutter's Mill was right on the south fork of the American River. So this is probably the American River coming out of here. It's a pretty good sized river. The river runs into the Sacramento River over right by Sacramento. And Highway 80 here that we're looking at coming down, I think we've lost. Highway 80 is going to be over. I'm not sure about Highway 80. We might be over Highway 80 right now. I better not be pointing that out. We can drop down to 6,500. So let's take our altitude down to 6,500. Let's go down to 5,000. Because we're going to be at the airport. How far are we? We're just 11 miles away. Actually, we can turn off the autopilot, and we can come back on the power and start coming down. We'll just fly the needles right fly the course right into Grass Valley. And we'll fly over Nevada City. And then when we leave, yeah, that looks like Highway 80 coming down there. I think that's Highway, yeah, that'd be Highway 80 coming down there. And Highway 80 is to the south of Grass Valley. I can see the Grass Valley Airport. We'll go up there a little bit, bring it in. That's Grass Valley Airport right there. You can see the strobes at the end of the runway. We are going slightly to the right to pick up Nevada City. And let's see what our speed is. We can come up on the power a little bit now that we're down to 6,000. And Grass Valley is going to be probably around between 3,000 and 4,000 feet. If you were flying a real airplane, you would want to know what the altitude of that airport is. So you could plan on 1,000-foot downwind. We can call now. They don't have a tower there, but they do have, bring up this, and there it is, Nevada County Airport. We'll call that. We'll select a runway for landing, so we're going to land back toward the east. And we'll just announce our Nevada County. We already selected the runway 7. Now it's touch and go. Select a runway. Landing. Full stop landing. Okay, here's the Nevada City, and we'll announce our position.
Kilo Golf Oscar Oscar traffic Daher 527 Bravo Charlie 2 miles north 6,500 feet inbound to land runway 7.
There we go. So this is Nevada City, and that's Highway 49, going right through Nevada City. And then right over next to Nevada City, Nevada City's going to be to our right. That is so here's Nevada City over here. So let's get back on the tail. We'll bring the power back. We're almost 6,500 feet. And we'll look back at the airport and look down at Grass Valley. I was watching a few YouTubes of the area, so I could recommend. There are YouTubes for Nevada City and Grass Valley, and one of the YouTubes on Grass Valley was a realtor talking about the real estate prices, and real estate prices are a little more attractive, a little less pricey in Grass Valley. And we're going to come back on the power a little more, and we'll put our wheels down, and we'll get on the tail, and we'll put a notch of flap down in a second here. Line up for Nevada County Airport. Notch of flap.
500.
And go ahead with full flap. Come up with a little power. Back out just a little bit. We could move the sun, but we won't. not in her eyes. So we want to keep it at about 85. 90 is all right. There we go. Flaps up. And we'll just go ahead and turn in, and we could park on the north, on the east ramp, but we'll park here on the west. Keep the YouTube as short as possible.